received one of my candle making kits for Christmas. Awesome, let's have some fun making candles. Now, I'll quickly run through what you're going to need that wasn't included in the kit. So the first thing you're going to need is a microwave safe jug or a heat safe jug. You can melt this wax in the microwave, or you can melt it in a shallow saucepan on the stove. I would prefer to do it on the stove, that way you can continually watch it, but I'm going to be showing you in this video how to do it on the stove. So we want the jug. If you've got the triple wick kit, you will need a bigger jug than this. And possibly also, yes, if you've got the tumbler kit, you'll also need a bigger jug than this. But I'm just doing the white tin today. So this is the size jug that I will be using. I'm going to use this for stirring. I'm going to just constantly stir the wax as it's melting. And then once we've popped the wicks in, which I'm going to show you how to do in a minute, we'll need either a peg and icicle stick with a hole in it to secure your wick, or 2 wooden skewers. You can lacquer band them at each end to keep them together, or I just tend to use blue tack to blue tack them to the sides. But I will show you exactly how to do that as we go forward. Now, what you may or may not have got in your kit is a digital thermometer. This is not the one I'll be using because I've got an infrared one, but this or similar to this is what you would have received if you received a thermometer in your kit. You would also have gotten a bag of wax like this, one wax, 1 candle, so each bag is for 1 candle. And you would also have received your vessel. Inside your vessel is your oil, and that is for 1 candle, your wick, and your wick stickum. Now what's really important here is do not take this wick and mix them up with the other candles or the other wicks in your kit, especially if you've got the tins, because depending on the oil that you're using, the scent, the wick could be a different size. So until you're ready to do them, keep them all together and don't just put all the wicks in the one and put them all together, because they could be different sizes and then you'll get a candle that's not going to burn properly. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is take the little wick sticker, peel it off and stick it to the bottom of, I'll turn it around this way, the bottom of your wick tab there. I use hot glue, but of course I couldn't hot glue these for you. And then just stick it in the middle. Press it down firmly, and there you go. Candle's wicked. Pop that aside, because next what we're going to be doing is emptying out your wax into your heat-proof jug. Now this is double bagged, just because I didn't want a bag to split and you open your parcel and have it just full of wax flakes. Now you might have to do this because once it's melted, it's going to be a smaller sort of density type, whatever the actual word is for it. So melt this down a bit and then add the rest of this. Make sure I've got it in the camera. Add the rest of this, because this will go down to about here once it's melted. So I'm going to fill this up with water, not hot water. Oh, that's all right. I have made the mistake in the past of actually putting a jug into boiling water. And you know what happens? Crack. got our wax melted. Now, what you need to make sure you do, this is very hot. You need to actually dry the outside of the jug. You don't want to get water into your candle. I mean, a little drip here or there is not a big deal, but when burning it will splutter a lot if you've got water content in your candle. Okay, so now what I forgot to tell you. You need to heat the wax to between 70 and 80 degrees. It doesn't matter if you go over a little bit. Try not to go under. So now we're going to put the oil in. If you received more than one bottle, but it was stuck together with this title sticker and it says 1 candle, put all of those oils in. I actually ordered bigger bottles and they arrived with the wrong size lid and they took way too long to get here, so I didn't have time to order more. So I had to put the oil into smaller bottles. So whatever was in your tin or tumbler, that whole lot goes into this oil. So just squeeze all that in. You can just take the top off, but it's probably a bit fiddly right now. I decided to use Berry Christmas for this tutorial because it's Christmas and I love Berry Christmas, and I thought I would just make myself a Berry Christmas candle. So now we need to stir that in for at least 2 minutes. Anything under 2 minutes and the oil does not bind to the wax properly, you'll find that you get wet spots, your candle will leak oil, or it won't burn properly in some stages. It will drown in some, the wick will drown in some stages. The wick will be too high, like the flame will be too high. You really need to do it for at least 2 minutes, no less. Alright, now that that is all stirred, it's time to pour. Okay, that's cooled down enough. Alright, now we just pour it straight in. You can pour it slow, you can pour it fast, doesn't really matter, as long as it all goes in. Okay, then you can either secure that, oh, you can't see because my hand, terribly sorry, secure that with elastic bands on either side, or with blue tack. Probably elastic bands would be better, or you could use a little tiny screwdriver, a star screwdriver, to put a hole in an icy pole stick, which is what, this is what I use for all of my candles, apart from the big ones, and pop a peg on to secure that nice and tight, not too tight. You don't want the wick tab coming off. And now we wait for it to set. All right, now that it's set, take this off, snip off the, using sharp scissors, not dull ones like mine, take off the excess, leaving enough left to light. Now ideally you should leave your candle before lighting it for at least 2 weeks to cure. You'll get a better hot throw and cold throw. Cold throw is when the scent fills the room when it's not lit. Hot throw is when the scent fills the room when it is lit. You'll get a better throw if you've left it to cure for a couple of weeks. But then you can fully enjoy your candle. There we go, all done, nice and pretty. Now, those of you who do know my candles and know that I do the decorations on the top, I haven't added those into this kit because that takes a lot more testing and experience to be able to put those on. And also the colouring affects the wick size, so I would need to change the wick size for those, and yeah, the decorations on top, it can be a bit dangerous. So I figured just for this one run of candle kits that I'm doing, we're not going to be putting decorations on top. Now, if you have any questions at all, if I've missed something or not explained anywhere near as good as I should have, because I know what I'm doing and you guys don't, that was not a very nice way of putting it. That's not what I meant. Sometimes it's hard to explain how to do something when you already know how to do it. So if you think I've missed something, if something wasn't clear, if you just need clarification, please comment below, send me a message, send me an email, Facebook message, whatever you would like, and I will give clarification. Probably best in the comments below, because then others can read it as well. All right, well, thank you very much. I hope this is really clear. I hope you have fun making your candles. Like I said, this is a one-off. I'm not going to be doing these kits again. But I hope you have lots of fun and enjoy making your favorite Aromatic Artisan candles. Have a great Christmas. Bye.